If you don't know anything about metaphysics, stop watching this video right now. Okay, if you can't see what color rays, alpha, omega, delta, gamma, are dominating the sky right now, you haven't awakened your consciousness. So what I'm talking about, see, during certain hours of the day, during certain seasons and certain hours, different rays dominate the skies that are emanated by the sun you see back there. Whereas some people know this from studying information, know the science of it, know it's true. They have to memorize the science, and then they try, depending on who the person is, to work accordingly to what they know is supposed to be going on during these different color evaluations that are going on. Some people actually just see it. Now they see it, and then they actually begin to understand and intuit what's going on. Now, for example, I'm talking about is intuitive learning versus deductive learning, because I use the Dogons, for example, who their planting cycles based on the Sirius constellation, which cannot be seen by the human eye. They've been doing this for thousands of years, tens of thousands of years. You dig what I'm saying? And then people are like, how did they do this? There's things you become aware of. Now, if you are not meditating on a regular, doing mantras on a regular, practicing yoga, mindfulness, breath awareness, you're not going to be able to see this, because you're not going to have awakened your pineal pituitary glands. Not that they're asleep. What I'm talking about is connection between your awareness of their consciousness and yours. See, each one of your organs actually has a consciousness. When you become actually conscious, you go into what people call subconscious, found like the consciousness of the various organs and or parts of your body. Because see, therefore, then you become truly one with the being that you are part of, because this is matter and energy, metaphysics. So if you haven't done these things, you're not going to be aware. Now, anyone who's aware of this will understand why a person who understands this will be in one with nature. Because see, nature actually is reacting off the various different rays and the colors that are going on in the light during the day and during the night. This is a moon solar equation that you have to be in tune with. But like I said, if you were not mindfulness, like right just now, so I'm sitting there talking to you, I'm not paying attention to how I'm breathing. I'm paying attention to the words I'm saying. We call it watch. Words, actions, thoughts, choices, and habits. We put that extra on their company and hangouts. Because see, now I'm also paying attention to how I'm standing. Everything actually has to have a purpose. When you align yourself with these purposes, you begin to see things. If you can't see light right now, and I don't mean just that there's light out, because you see light. If you can't see air, you haven't awakened your consciousness. People might be like, oh, you're high or you're doing mushrooms. No, you don't have to do any of these things. A clear conscience is the best way to actually be able to do it. But to clear your conscience, see, it means you have to still thoughts. Peace be still is something they talk about. To be able to still your thoughts. That's mantra, it's meditation, breath awareness, yoga, mindfulness, all of these things which you can do actually while you're working, while you're talking, while you're gardening, everything. Because the thing is, it's supposed to be a unified lifestyle. Not that you take the time to compartmentalize it. I'll do this then, and I'll do that then, and I'll do this then. You will always end up, you can't serve two masters. When you compartmentalize, you're serving more than one master. You will always end up shorting one side or the other. You have to find ways in which you can practice your mindfulness, practice your meditation, practice your yoga, practice your self-awareness to develop yourself, to still yourself, to be able to, I call them contraband concepts, pull out the things that have been told to us that are not true, pull out the things that are not beneficial to us, and become more of a efficient being as a person. And see, this understanding your oneness within self. But to do that, you have to be paying attention to yourself at all times. Here, let me just interpret some biblical stuff. They say the devil's always watching. Well, that's just our ignorances. It's always on watching. It's always, just like a bad habit, it's always waiting to come back, man. And you don't understand that our habits are actually like, they act like living beings. They're alive. They will, everybody know. They will call you like Pookie said, like they said Pookie in New Jack City. They might go back way too far for some of y'all. But in any time they find an opportunity to get back in you, to slow you down, to get you off the wagon, as they say, they will actually try to jump back in there. And that's where that mindfulness, you become aware of the thoughts that are going through your mind, breath, and then manage how you're actually feeling this reaction to these understanding. Because now that you don't understand this here, you'll have a clear understanding of how to put your thoughts in perspective. Because what people don't understand is consciousness is not limited to your body. It is everywhere. So you can actually have thoughts go through your mind that are not yours. Most people aren't aware of that. Say it one more time. You can have thoughts go through your mind that are not yours. You have to know the difference. Sometimes people are entertaining thoughts, having emotional reactions, deciding how they're actually going to deduce and react and live out their lives based on information that has nothing to do with them. They don't even know. Sometimes the information is given to them by people who know no better. Forgive them, Father, if they know that what they do. Forgive them, Mother, for knowing if they know that what they do. Understand that chicken did come for eggs. But so that's why I be pushing this stuff all the time, man. It is a lifestyle. Something I've been doing for a very long time. It's something that's very personal. Mantras. Don't sit up here, try to follow no culture, run in some other way. You have to come up with things that are relevant to you, that you make into sentences, or you can even make them into acronyms that you repeat over and over again. So therefore, it has a connection to you. See, trying to memorize somebody else's culture and then say what they say and did what they did for the reason, all you have to do is understand the practice. You ain't got to say what they said, do it, because you have to find the meaning of everything that you do for yourself. This is your path. It's very personal. I've just shared some of the techniques that they're using. You got to do you. This ain't about trying to convert nobody to nothing, but to get all of us to be more ourselves and the capabilities that we have. Now, so I want you to have to understand what you're really connecting to. Your glands are made out of melanin, people. Melanin. Some people know when I just said that triggers. When what you're doing, when you start becoming, still in your mind, and start becoming aware of your gland, your atomic consciousness, you connect with your melanin. Oh, melanin basically does all things. You know, basic melanin is almost like your your body, because it's within these glands. It's kind of what they have to do. They have to keep a constant assessment of going on what's in the body, then to send out the correct chemical secretions to tell organs to do what, to keep everything in balance. When you connect with that connection, that consciousness, guess what you are doing? Connecting with the consciousness that teaches you how to keep everything in balance within your organization, which is a organism, which the universe is, which the planet is, which the solar system is, which each individual is, and which each group of organizations are. So then by tuning into this awareness, see, and this is the awareness people are talking about, I'll go here, God, if you will. That consciousness was put inside of you. That's what we're talking about, tapping into that Christ, that anointing that's inside of you, to be aware of the program that the creator, that all creation has inside of it, to be self-sustaining. Part of being self-sustaining is being able to still them waters. I like to use the metaphor of a hurricane, because here, still in the waters don't mean life ain't gonna go all its crazy ways and ups and downs. It just means you got to figure out how to be in the eye of the tornado, the eye of the hurricane, during all the chaos, stilling the mind. And you have to actually create these things that you do as a habit. Like they say, hide it in your heart, so that when you can call upon it in times of trouble, and you know what it is, it's an anchor. It's that main line, and you put on that main line, that's where them acronyms and them mantras stuff coming on, because you repeat it over and over and over again, and you're not allowing the mind to be distracted. So therefore, you're eliminating doubt, and therefore you eliminate doubt from the words that you say. Do I got to go any further? And I hope I hope this helps somebody. If it doesn't help anybody, I know it helps me just to say it out loud and share it. Y'all have a good, peaceful, loving day, and find your way. Find your way. You ain't got to do what I do, but do what you need to do for you, that keeps you in peace with everything around you. All right, peace, love, and respect. It's Priest. Peace, I'm out.